All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go. Wide open.
Watch 80. Watch 80. 6 guys.
2nd down, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richards. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Bust through the tackle. Still going. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here we go. Get inside. Let's go. Get out. Get out.
Double tight. Double tight. Hey. Got
47.
You got 3 down. You got to stand up over there.
Here we go. 47. 47.
Watch 20.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch tight. Tight is
Here we go. 46. 46. Hey, we go. Wide open. Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
That's
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
56. Lucky 56.
Check.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Throwing on first down. Fields. Incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
We got trips over here. Trips.
Gone.
Throwing again. Fields. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. On first down, Fields. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll have his man, that's Cooper. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here you go. Start there, over here. Start there. Here we go, 46. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Start there, over here. Start there.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Switch and 8. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Here you go.
Now Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Here we go, 46. Done. Hey, we're going right there. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Start there, over here. Start there. Woo.
Here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And his kick is indeed good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win?
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Off play action. Fields. And caught left side. Olsen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is, you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Here we go. 1-8. 26.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Double tight. Hey, 4 down.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to count down from.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Richards. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Prescott to throw it. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Number 21, the ball carrier.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, boys, we got 4.
26. 26. 26. 26.
They'll run it with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, Fields caught left side by Funchess. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Fields. And that is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off the play fake. Fields. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
To throw is Prescott. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So we reach halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. On 1st down, Fields. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Operating from the gun, Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
You're on an island over there. You're on an island.
From the gun, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up.
Throwing after the interception. Fields over the middle, complete to Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Motion!
On 1st and 10, Fields steps away to his left. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Off play action. Fields taking a shot for Samuel. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A give to Elliott. find some space up to about the 25. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go to Elliott again. Dances by him. Evades the tackler, and now some space. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
To throw on 3rd down. Fields. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
No. Check.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Forced out to his left. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Gone! 4 down.
To throw again. Fields. And the tight end Olsen, right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, Fields. And he gets his approaches complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine.
And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Extra point attempt to come here. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, Fields. And now he'll tuck it and run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On first down, Fields. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Buying time to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Throwing again, Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott now. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
You go 46, 46.
Strong right. Hey, 4 down.
Under. 46.
Here's Prescott. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. The 15 yards through the air and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Here we go. 180. 26.
They'll run with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Panthers coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st and 10, Fields. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Switch and eight.
We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And that's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. 1-8.
Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Back to throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. And got his man complete. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
4 down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fields. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Dallas, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
You